Hello everyone. Welcome to another Trekisode of the Dulcet Ranger Trek. We are on number 54 today, and we have a special episode which will feature some of the very unique and powerful music of Toby Fox's Deltarune Chapter 1, which we recently completed live on Twitch. So we're going to be walking through maybe 1 or 2 hours of this game, kind of admiring some of the special musical moments. Won't be narrating too much the way I normally would, but we'll be talking about some interesting thematic developments that happen with the music in this game. And I'm very excited because this music has been very special for me to kind of wrap my mind around over the last few weeks, as well as the music from Undertale. And it's also pretty interesting to see how these games' music connects. And I'll just begin by talking a little bit about this intro here, which features a special track, which is called Before the Story. Now, this is the final track on the Deltarune OST, and you can only hear this track in the game after you've completed the game once. So this theme right here, if you remember from Undertale, if you've played that game, this is that very same theme that greets you when you first start up Undertale. So here it's remastered a little bit, changed up a little bit. It's got some different instrumentation, different tone, a little less lighthearted, a little bit more mysterious and emotional. Very interesting. And it accompanies this very beautiful intro screen here. Now, we're going to be starting a new game, and yeah, we're just going to walk through a few hours of it. So this is a pretty cool intro. Now, when you first start up the game for the very first time, you will be greeted with this strange sequence here. Someone is asking you some questions, and we're greeted with this red heart, which we remember from Undertale being the true soul of your character, Frisk. But in this game, it's a little bit different. And though so much has not been revealed about what the next parts of this game will show us, it is one of your first connections back to Undertale. So the track you were hearing a moment ago was called Another Hymn. I don't know what that means. It's kind of a weird title, but I assume it means you're making another hymn here with your character creation. You can select your head, your body, your legs, and kind of congratulates you on the creation of it, and then says this, which is sort of creating its mind. You can sort of check these different emotional favorite food, blood type, blah, blah, blah. But what's interesting here is like this weird, mysterious music. We don't know where we are. We don't know what this animation behind your character screen means. But it's certainly kind of eerie. And it makes you feel like you're kind of in this vast open space. An endless open space. Okay? So we're just choosing some random stuff here. And as we'll find out in a moment, it doesn't really matter too much, if at all, what choices you make here, or what you name yourself. So I'm going to name myself I'm going to name the vessel Gaster. Which, if you played any of Undertale, you might know of a character named Gaster. Oh, great. And now it is restarted. Fantastic. Okay, great. I actually didn't know I was going to do that. I was just doing that for fun. All right. Let's start again. Let's start this again. Ridiculous. Okay. So even in this game, Gaster is still effing with you. I will skip as much of this as quickly as I can. Ridiculous. My bad. That's my bad. But we get to hear this weird, eerie music again, which is very special. I will not name my character Gaster this time. If you don't know, Gaster is a mysterious character from Undertale who was the royal scientist before Alphys. And there's some very unique lore, reveals that you may or may not find as you play through that game relating to Gaster, as well as some secret characters that only appear semi-randomly depending on random values that are assigned to your playthrough. So that's all about Undertale. But what's interesting is that, yes, even in this game, if you name your character Gaster, I guess it restarts the game. Ridiculous. Okay, dulcet. Let's just be dulcet. Get that dulcet tone. Okay, great. A baldy wearing a sweater. Perfect. Just what we need. We're going to name the creator. I will be Ranger. Ranging about through some wonderful games. Great. Awesome. Then it tells you, Ranger, how wonderful. You named your character, you named yourself. Thank you for your time. Your answers, your wonderful creation, will now be discarded. Amazing. Okay, cool. So this is a musical feature. I'm going to be talking about the music moving forward. Chris, blah, blah, blah. We have Toriel here. She's still your mother. And I don't remember if there's music right here. Hold on. We're just going to stroll around. Now, at the end of the game, when you return home here, you'll be greeted with some wonderful music that comes from Toriel's home from Undertale. Now, we're sort of in Toriel's home here, but there's no music at the moment. I'm just walking through. Okay, cool. So, we're about to drive to school, and there's an interesting musical moment here that relates to a main theme of this game, which is featured in several of the tunes throughout the game. But there's a particular track on the OST called Friendship. And if you feel like listening to that, I may play it at the end of this Trekisode just to show you that. But there's a theme in that melody that is featured right here. And it's also featured at the very end of the game in the end credits with lyrics. But listen carefully to this theme. It's a beautiful day. So we hear it here in the clarinet. And then in the trumpets. And this music, in the xylophone or chimes or whatever, is definitely from Undertale. That little I remember that from Undertale. Very special. Ugh, fantastic music. So this is kind of why I'm wanting to stroll through this game in a musical fashion, because Toby Fox's music is very moving, and I think it's what has given Undertale, as well as this first chapter of Deltarune, some notoriety. I personally was just blown away by the music in both of these games. And, yeah. So here's the first day of school music. I don't really need to do much except talk to Tim.
Quizbaha, very sorry, Tim already have partner.
Tim has an egg for a partner. It's a black and white hard-boiled egg. Sadly, seems like it already has a partner. Yeah. So you can talk to all these classmates of yours. We got Jockington here. He's the man. He's a baller. And his partner, Kitty, who doesn't want to talk to you. Now, I need a partner, but I can't move forward without asking this chick, Noelle, if she can be a partner of 3 with me. We're just skipping this dialogue until... Hi, Susie. Until Susie shows up. Now, some very cool music with Susie in a moment. Am I late? Susie's kind of a tough guy. She kind of has a threatening manner. From the moment she walks in the door, she kind of bursts through the door with sort of power and aggression. And we'll sort of see that reflected in some of her music. Her music is sort of meant to elicit some of those threatening feelings. So you can sort of see how threatened Alphys is by Susie. She doesn't want to mess with Susie at all. She kind of sends her out to get some chalk. And you have to go with her. Great. And if you talk to your classmates after Alphys sends you out, they all wish you luck and hope you don't die. Because they're all terrified of Susie for some reason. I wonder why. So we're going to go out. And I really love this scene because it kind of sets up a certain tone with this character of Susie that you need to not F with her. Hey, what's up? Keyam123, how you doing today? We're doing a little musical playthrough of Deltarune, probably just for a few hours today, but thanks for showing up. I'm not going to be narrating this playthrough. We're going to be kind of focusing mostly on music here in this Trekisode. Chris, didn't see you there. So she's kind of a tough character. She wants to intimidate people. She likes to, at least at this point of the game, she sort of likes to threaten and intimidate. What's up, Ugandan Chuckles? How you doing today? Hope you're very well. Do a little musical stroll through this game, relating it back to Undertale a bit. Thanks for coming in. Hey. Let me tell you a secret. Quiet people piss me off. So what's so cool is how the music just kind of drops right there. And it's like an electric guitar, and it's got this cool reverb in kind of a minor key that kind of lets you know that Susie is like gonna fuck you up if you're not careful around her. She's sort of a troubled youth at this point in the game. We're just gonna be skipping this. She ate the chalk, but I'm not gonna rat her out. Don't worry. Don't worry, Susie. We're just hanging out. Like she's about to bite you. There's that little bit of music right there. But she actually doesn't. Susie's actually a nicey. She just doesn't want you to know that yet. Okay, great. Don't bother answering. I wouldn't if I could. Let's go, freak. Okay, good. We're just going to be speeding through this shit. Now, she won't let you walk out of the school or over here to the right. So we just got to keep going up. We got to go to the supply closet, as it's called. A mysterious, foreboding supply closet to find the chalk. So as soon as you open this door, not only is the color, the lighting effect sort of change right there, but also you're greeted with this very mysterious music. Very special. And this track is called The Door in the OST. It's really beautiful. But it also makes you kind of afraid to go through that door. So this is the way game developers will, and also filmmakers, film composers, they will sort of think long and hard about what is the tone that they want to elicit in different moments in a story. So you can kind of see, even Susie's a little bit wary of this door. Is it really dark in there? She's kind of afraid to go in. But she doesn't want to appear afraid. So she's like, F you, Chris, I'm gonna go in because you're a wiener. We'll both go in at the same time. She makes you go in with her. Very cool. You're kind of meant to feel kind of uneasy here. There's some moments in Undertale that are kind of like this as well. You're kind of approaching from the left to right. There's like a light behind you. And I think in that game, it's Undyne who kind of sneaks up on you. So this is kind of reminiscent of that. It's weird, can't find the switch, too dark. Ugandan chuckles. You say, excuse me, but I'm going to step into my school supply closet really quick. Yeah. Weird. No lights. It's a very long hallway here. Guess we better go back. How strange. What the? So they're gonna freak out, can't get out. The floor, it's disappearing. Bye-bye, guys. Alright, cool. So they land somewhere. Now, at this point, we really still don't know what the heck this whole dark world thing is in this game. I'm sure that will be revealed in later chapters. But it seems to be sort of themed around things that were left in the closet, like board games, dolls, other toys, cards. Those are all in this other world that you've fallen into as Chris. So there's no music here, just emptiness and footsteps. That's very cool. Okay, let's go. Just gonna be strolling. At times you see it flickering. The light only you can see. By second nature, you reach out and save the heck out of it. Let's go. I really love this intro area. And the music does sort of start to show up right here as you begin to stroll past these little wavy bobblers. So, as I was kind of talking about earlier, there are some music in this game that does relate to Undertale, and there's some that is just unique to Deltarune so far. And that's this music here. Let's keep going. Not much to see, except for mysterious shadows running away. Just gonna burn it up. Musical speedrun. I'm gonna get this glow shard. I still don't really know what the glow shard does. I haven't really researched that. But perhaps one of you guys in the chat knows what the glow shard is useful for. I haven't really read much about that yet. But let's keep going. Sprint past these dudes. Now they're shooting at me. Let's just save it again. Why not? A little puzzly here. Gotta make them all dark. Pretty easy. Wow. Oh my god. Can't believe I did it. And what's cool about this music is that it kind of plays into that mysterious, otherworldly feeling that I think is trying to be evoked here. Somebody keeps running away. Can't walk past this. Hey, back off! Okay, so we found Susie again. Chris? Oh. Okay, great. I'm going to be reading much dialogue today. Where is here, anyway? It doesn't matter. You got us into this. You get us out. All right, Susie. I will do my best. Huff, huff. What, you want to make it a race? So this time I sprinted and she says that. She says different things depending on what you do right there. So either tell you're going too slow or too fast. Somebody's up here. Okay, so we're about to get chased, and it's interesting to kind of see how this music changes dramatically to kind of give you a sense of tension. Who the heck is that? And kind of what I remember about Undertale with this type of music that you're about to hear is when Undyne chases you.
It's kind of like a, oh shit, I gotta run moment.
Very interesting.
I also noticed that that melody that is playing right now does return in other parts of this game.
Down here.
Gotta get the heck out of here.
This game has very special music, but I highly recommend checking out Undertale as well if you have not checked that game out for its music. Really a masterpiece of compositions. Kian, you said, I want to play Yandere Simulator, but I have no computer. That is too bad, Kian. I did sort of check that out. Looks like a Japanese dating kind of simulator-ish game, right? Something like that. Weird. Let me know whenever you play that. Let me know how it is. Okay. So here we are. This is that same music
From
when the supply closet door opens. And it's not your ordinary supply closet. I don't even have to talk to her. I can just go up here. I'll save it. Let's go up here. Cool. A castle? Why the hell is there a castle inside a supply closet? Welcome, heroes. Okay, so now we meet another character here. Actually, two more characters who are important to this game. Please come forward, both of you. And we see the Deltarune just there below that character. Prince of the Kingdom, blah, blah, blah. There's a legend. Heroes of Light will arrive and they will fix things up. So we're going to listen to his little story here because it features a special track, which I hope you enjoy. It is called The Legend. The track, that is. Tasty. So what I like about this track is that it really kind of gives a sense of, I don't know, depth or weight to the story being told here in Deltarune.
gives it a sense of gravity and epicness in things to come. Very cool.
So this is all just talking about
The legend of the Deltarune and how three heroes will save the day in the end.
It is a prophecy. And the world saved from destruction. Ah. Today, the Fountain of Darkness, the geyser that gives this land form, stands tall at the center of the kingdom. Oh, love this music. Sick. But all is not well. We gotta go figure out what that other geyser is doing here in this kingdom. Very special music. And you'll kind of hear that moment there at the end of that track, The Legend, where it kind of goes into like a waltz meter. We'll kind of hear that again in a moment when we're in this town here. Keen, you say, I like how Yandere similar has Easter eggs with special powers and a debug menu. Yeah, interesting. That is interesting, Keen. Yeah. Haven't played that. I guess you probably only watched that on YouTube or something, right? Since you said you couldn't play it. Chris, Susie, thank you for listening to my long tale and the sick music with it. Hope you two have the courage to save the world. Delta Warriors. Sick. And, of course, Susie does not want to participate in that because she says, F all of this. How do I get home? Where the heck are we? But then a little mischievous bro arrives.
Oh, the heroes are already running away, and they didn't even know I was here.
So this character is called Lancer. I don't really know why he's called Lancer, but he's sort of like a little comic relief character in this game. Always causing mischief and mayhem.
And I think his music kind of ties into that.
It's kind of got that nasally theme.
Like he's here to ruffle some feathers.
Who the hell are you? I'm
the bad guy.
The clowns, sorry. So let's keep going. Let's skip this. So this is the first time you fight in this game. So here's another really great track. This is called Rude Buster.
Sick.
So pretty much most of the times that you fight in this chapter of this game, you are going to hear this music. A Rude Buster
is a move that Susie gets later in the game as kind of a special attack that only she can do.
So we're just gonna fight this guy.
Get him out of here.
Because I need to go find more sick tracks. As we will hear very soon.
This music's lit, though.
Every time I hear this,
I just get amped immediately. And that's like the beauty of really good video game music, is it'll amp you super fast. If you've ever played like Mega Man games, or
recently I played through Shovel Knight, has a lot of music like that
just amps the shit out of you immediately. Really great.
Okay,
he's just goofing around.
One thing that's important to note about this game is that even if you play offensively the way I'm doing right now,
you are never going to kill anything or anybody. So don't worry about pacifist or genocide runs in this game. You can just play through it without much pressure of your choices.
Unlike Undertale, which has a lot of consequences to your choices. Very nice. You two okay? Yeah, we're fine. What's with the hood? Who is that? Some kind of fluffy boy. Rouxls Kaard. Great. So he's going to tell us we need to start going down to the south east. We will go very soon. I'm a prince, but I currently don't have any subjects. You want us to be your subjects, bro? Is that what you think of us? Trying to find Susie. She must be to the southeast. Good. You can lead the way, Chris. Okay. Cool. So this is definitely one of my favorite tracks in this game. This is called Empty Town. And the empty town that Rouxls seems to be looking over is back down here. It's called Empty Town because no one is here. You look inside these shops, every door is locked. It's kind of sad. We don't really know why it's abandoned at this point. A very special track. So beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay. We're not going to do the training. I'm going to skip that. Right, you already fought Lancer, didn't you? I was so excited to teach you, I absolutely blanked. But just in case you forgot anything, here, I made a manual for you and Susie. Press C to open it. Wow.
Manual.
What if I just throw this shit on the ground? Your effing manual. Drop the manual with a resounding thud. Hey, Chris, what are you doing? Oh no, is that the manual? Looks like you accidentally dropped it. Here you go, Chris. You don't want to lose that. I got the manual again. I'm gonna drop it again.
Get out of here, manual.
You toss the manual hard. Its pages scatter in the wind. And now Rouxls pissed. Sort of. Except Rouxls never gets actually mad. Let's keep going. Through the door. Look at this lit
Golden door.
which seems to lead to this abandoned town. And we don't really know what's going to happen in the next chapter of this game. But Rouxls does kind of talk about how you will be able to come back here, and he's going to bake you some cakes. Can you talk about Yandere? Easter eggs. Very interesting. Yes. Witch mode and a bad time mode. Sans mode. Weird. Sans mode. Sans? With the door closed behind you, your adventure will truly begin. The power of adventure shines within you. F yeah, dude. Love adventures. Effing video game tracker, bro. Right here. Okay. So here's another interesting track. And if you've ever played the wonderful EARTHBOUND for the Super Nintendo, of course you can play that using emulators and ROMs, or you can play it on the SNES Classic that is out, or you can download it on the Switch and Virtual Console. Fantastic SNES game. But near the beginning of that game, we'll hear a similar track to this as you sort of make a short trek to a mysterious asteroid that has landed near you in your hometown in EARTHBOUND. This music right here borrows from that. And what it's kind of like birds or little crickets or owls or something in the forest. It's very pretty. It's nice. Mysterious. And you can see right there, the Field of Hopes and Dreams is what this track is now called. So as you trek through this field, grassy field, greeted with this adventurous theme.
A quest has begun. Sick.
Now you don't really have to fight anything or anybody. There's no experience to gain. You can only gain gold in this game.
So I'm just kind of running around. I'll just grab a heal. Just grab these heals just in case.
We make it to a boss. We need a heal. Skip all these Lancer conversations. I'm not going to say, no.
I'll enjoy being thrashed by various guys.
I don't want to talk to you, Lancer. Shit.
With a rude buster track again.
Cool. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are some characters that Rouxls can even sing to.
Hopefully we'll find I think they are the bunny characters. There's certain characters you can put to sleep. And that, too, is a musical feature of these games. It's the way music is used as
not only a storytelling element, thematically through the areas and the characters,
but also as a way to interact with enemies.
which is a really cool feature of Undertale as well. There's certain characters you can sort of sing to or hum to.
If you don't know who I'm talking about, I talk about Shiren in that game.
I'm gonna defeat this guy.
Get him out of my way.
Good. Now, even though you can't affect the ending of this chapter
By killing or not.
killing enemies, you can affect certain dialogue moments
That will occur either way.
So if you're nice to every character,
They will say certain things.
and if you attack every character, they will say different things.
But it won't affect the ending of the game.
Hey, how you doing? Ayanoishi 00.
How you doing today?
So we're doing a little bit of a musical kind of exploration of Deltarune today. So if you haven't played this game, stick around.
It's got some really great music in it.
We won't be narrating the characters like I normally do. Usually when I play a game like this,
Whether it's an older or newer game, I do a full narration on my playthroughs.
so let's keep going. There's more to be heard. So yeah, like I said, this track right here is called
Rude Buster, which again is
the name of a certain attack.
that you get later in the game with Susie. She gets a Rude Buster attack. Love this track.
Sick. So yeah, this playthrough is a little less about dialogue and storytelling.
A little bit more about how the music helps tell the story, which is a very special thing in these Toby Fox games.
Ayanoishai, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Have you played Undertale? It's a very special game.
Hello, Scissor Boy. How are you today?
Yeah, it's one of the things I really loved about
These Toby Fox games.
the way the
Music helps tell the story, which is a very important storytelling element in video games. Whether we realize that or not, a lot of times that's happening in the games that we really love. That happens a lot. I mean, a great example is, of course, just like Super Mario Bros. Can't really imagine Super Mario Bros. Without its music,
without those special themes that they created.
Sister Boy, you say the music is
Outstanding. Just finished Deltarune myself and was pleasantly surprised by the leitmotifs. Yeah, that's right.
There are some very special leitmotifs.
Even right there in the track that you're listening to right now has some of those leitmotifs from the Friendship track in the OST. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. If you hear that, it's kind of like
Expressed a few times throughout this game. That's one of the really cool things about Toby Fox.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Scissor Boy. One of the really cool things that Toby Fox does
In these games is he ties a lot of the characters and
different moments in these games
together with special music, though it is sometimes reimagined and transformed. That's kind of what they call a leitmotif, which is a musical theory term that is used a lot in certain classical music, like in operas. But yeah, it is definitely used a lot in video games. Legend of Zelda. I mean, the main theme of Zelda is used over and over and over again, but reimagined many times. It's kind of like a leitmotif. Keen, you're talking about Yandere Simulator still. Yeah, that's a interesting looking game. Yeah.
So if there are moments when I'm not talking in this
Particular episode that I'm making right now, which will of course be up on YouTube later. It's because we are kind of absorbing some of that delish music. Absolutely delish.
Well, let me see if I can use
Rousey to sing. She might be able to, or he might be able to sing here. There's certain enemies that you can sing to. Hathy has a little secret. Act. Flatter. No, I don't need to. Never mind. Get him out of here. Boom.
Scissor Boy, you said you just recently played through this game for the first time, and that's
Same with me. I only started streaming it
a couple weeks ago. I've done 2 playthroughs of it.
and yeah, it was very cool to see how this game and Undertale relate in many, many ways, but are also very different. It's been very cool to see that. You don't get anything, Lancer. Get out of here. Get out of my way, please. Need to find Susie. Where'd you go?
So yeah, again, this track is
Field of Hopes and Dreams.
Stupid Door.
Can't get through there. Okay, cool.
Susie wants to keep going. She doesn't want to be our friend. She's going to follow.
She's going to join us hesitantly, reluctantly.
Susie's back on the team.
So here's a special fanfare when she joins you. Susie joined the party. Hey, how you doing,
Brendanum1323. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for the follow and welcome to the trek. Anybody who is joining us today,
she's pissed.
Susie follows at a distance such that no one can tell she's associated. Oh, cool. You're Kian's brother, Brendan. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're both hanging out. Very cool. Scissor Boy, you ask, are there many themes that appear in both Deltarune and Undertale? The answer is yes, there are several. After you've beaten this game, and I don't know if you played through this game more than once,
but the most notable one is actually just the intro screen of this game. After you've beaten it once, it takes you to a new loading screen that you haven't seen before. And that melody is the same melody that is in the loading or the intro screen of Undertale. So once you play through this game one time, you'll see a new intro screen that has the same or similar music to Undertale's music. Okay, cool. All right, just solve this silly puzzle really quick. Excellent. We did it. Amazing. But there are several other moments, and I will hopefully be pointing those out as we get to them. But yeah, like what you said with leitmotif, that is used quite a bit.
So if you check out the track, I don't know if you have access to like Spotify or something. There's a certain track called Friendship on the OST. And the melody in that is used many, many times throughout Deltarune. However, that melody is not in Undertale. Brendan, you say, guys, did you know that Deltarune and Undertale are the same letters but just scrambled? Yes.
So what Brendan is talking about is how Deltarune is an anagram of Undertale.
And there's several anagrams. Just sort of another way that
Toby Fox ties these games together. If you notice, this character, Rouxls, who's speaking right now, Rouxls is an anagram for a certain notable character in Undertale.
Okay, C round. We're just gonna smash C round. Unless I can sing. Actually, let me just see. I don't think...
No, she can warm. But no, let's just attack him. Make it through this fight easily. One hit. Very nice. Cool. So here we are at the shop. Shaum's shop.
Now, Shaum's shop has another special
Theme, though I don't believe that this one is in Undertale. I think it's unique only to this game.
This is where you say, yeah, I kind of associate that theme with Deltarune itself.
Think of it as Deltarune's theme, just like Under has its theme, gets used over and over. Yeah, exactly. That is totally right, Scissor Boy. So what's cool about that is that it gives a feeling of continuity throughout the many adventures and
Characters that you run into.
and yeah, it's very special. Very special games. Toby Fox is very aware of that technique, although he may not have called it leitmotif. He may have just decided to get creative with his themes and reuse them and tie them together.
I will say, though, there's kind of a lot more of that in Undertale just
Because it's a more finished, completed game. It's a lot of thematic reuse.
So this is a really cool...
Theme right here. From Shaum the cat, who's kind of a doll. Of a special character here.
Okay, I might just buy the spooky sword if I can.
Just to give me more attack.
That's all I really need. It's a cool track. And if you're curious about what this track is called,
It is called Lantern in the OST of this game.
Lantern.
Cool, mysterious, adventurous music.
Cool. I love playing games with
Great music.
I'm a musician.
And so that's kind of why I'm trying to flesh out some of those
Themes in this playthrough. In this short playthrough. This won't be a full playthrough today. This will just be sort of a 2-hour
sample of the music in this game.
that will go up on YouTube. In case you're wondering, all of my episodes of the full playthroughs of this game, as well as Undertale and other games, are on my YouTube channel.
If you ever want to check those out.
Let me just whip this sword.
Get a little bit extra attack here. Don't really need to do anything over there. Just going to keep going to the right here.
Secret door. Got Lancer again. So there are a bunch of times when you'll run into Lancer and it's going to play this music.
And that way you kind of know immediately. Get this mischievous character. He's always going to be mischievous.
So he and Susie kind of become very good friends, which is nice. Susie needs more friends.
You also have Susie's scary music.
So every time Susie threatens somebody,
For a little while at least, this music will play.
which is very cool. So
She's actually pretty harmless. Yes, this theme, Scissor Boy, sick. It's very good. Yeah. Really threatening.
if you are curious,
I did a similar episode to this for Undertale. And you can find that on my YouTube channel.
if you like kind of watching the game sort of
Play out and how the music relates to it.
Scissor Boy, you say first 4 notes are very similar to Mettaton's theme. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, that kind of happens.
Just, it's like quicker in Undertale.
So you'll see a lot of that reuse. It's very cool. I don't need to fight any of these guys. Can I sing to them? There's a certain character,
I think it's the bunnies you can sing to. Nice. Right, yeah. Exactly, Scissorboy, yeah. It's a couple of very relatable tracks. I'm not sure if it's not Death by Glamour, but maybe you're right. I would have to check off stream for that. But thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate that.
Very cool. Okay. Right, the Oh My track, yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Man, I absolutely adore the music in Undertale.
That is... Ugh. And this game also has really good music, but it's just not quite as... It's
just an unfinished game, so there's way less of it.
But I'm sure there will be a lot by the time we see all the...
chapters of this game released. However many chapters that might be.
It's been about 2 years since this chapter was released.
So it was 3 years between Undertale and Deltarune, so
maybe we'll see another chapter in
2021. But who knows?
I'm willing to wait
forever to play whatever Toby Fox does next. Extremely special games.
And when we go up here, don't need to go up yet. Gotta fight this guy. Hard to dodge.
Rudens.
Take him out.
Good. Nice.
Amazing. Okay. Not sure if the music changes on the chessboard. Ah, it does change here. So again, we're kind of greeted with this music from earlier in the game. When you first open the door to the supply closet is when this music will play.
So this music is called The Door.
Again, it kind of evokes like a mysterious feel to it. So much of this game is still sort of shrouded in mystery. We don't really know what this weird dark world is here,
and how it relates to the
real world that Chris and Susie came from. Get me out of here. I don't need to fight pun men right now. Here. Pretty easy puzzle, though.
Ah.
So that's that same music, but reorchestrated with
Electric guitar.
And I believe this one's called I'm Very Bad, this track. So, who's very bad? Well, it's Lancer.
I'm very bad.
Little bad guy. Except he's not bad at all.
It's just a little
Mischief maker.
always stirring up shit.
That's right, Scissorboy, yeah. It's kind of like... Yeah, I think you're totally right. It's sort of... As we see as we go through the game, Lancer befriends Susie and wants to imitate her and wants to be as intimidating as she is. So you're probably right. Yeah, I think that melody we just heard with the kind of dank electric guitar tone is meant to be an imitation of Susie. Yeah, you're probably right. Thank you, Scissorboy. Okay, great.
So, Susie doesn't know what to do when people treat her well. It's confused.
But what I really love is when you have to name your party.
And if you name it
with the crumpled piece of paper, You take the crumpled up piece of paper, open it up.
Okay, and your name is... I don't think I'm allowed to say this one.
It's pronounced the Shit Squad.
Wow, I'm not allowed to say tier 2 swear words. Wow, you three's collective dad must be very cool.
So, I don't know what the expletive is, but I just like to think of it that way. That's the Shit Squad. The power of Shit Squad shines within you. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we'll get this music again. As we... Oh, shoot. Okay, good. I don't need to be too careful here. I can walk through pretty quickly. Can't touch the lit up squares, though. So yeah, it's amazing what music does in these moments. It really like sets a tone that we don't always appreciate when we're kind of in the midst of going on our gaming adventures. We don't always notice that music and how much it lends itself to the storytelling, as well as just your general mood that is evoked. Oh my god, these guys. Okay, I don't really need to talk to these guys. Just saving and walking.
Step on my boots. If it isn't the name I'm not allowed to say, you boys or girls had better turn back while you can.
Okay, so he's gonna make me fight. And each step he takes, go up a little half step. Attention half step. If you don't know what half step is, that's a musical term relating to the distance between notes. What is it? So I gotta fight little circular guy here. He is a checker piece. So what's super interesting about this game is, again, it's like kind of like these weird, it's like this world was contained in the supply closet. And where you end up at the end of this game, which is the spare classroom, there's all these like, there's a checkerboard strewn about, there's all these toys, there's like cards everywhere, and kind of makes you wonder whether this weird world that you're in, whether it's just like in these characters' imaginations or something. We don't really know yet, though. And yes, so there's a new track that's about to play with this little guy when he becomes a big guy. He becomes quite threatening here now.
Amazing.
Yeah, so as Kian just said, this is called, is it called Checker Dance? Yeah, Checker Dance, that's right. Pretty tight. Now, you can't really kill this enemy or
Defeat him with regular attacks, but you should warn it first. Otherwise,
it will keep getting hit by Susie.
and then it will keep
Auto-healing.
I don't know why that didn't warn it. Maybe I effed it up.
Hold on. Act. Okay, round.
Warn it.
Started making siren noises with your mouth and looking at Susie.
I don't know what's going on right now.
This is so strange.
Still didn't understand.
So maybe I just have to bow to it.
It's a very cool track, though.
This track does appear once again, and each time you
Encounter this enemy.
we go through the checker dance once again.
Deep out.
We just have to loosen its crown,
And it'll turn back into the
harmless version of itself.
Yeah, I guess you can't warn this enemy. So the only way to defeat it is to make it bow its crown off.
20% loose. Oops. Act.
Everyone bow. I love this track. It kind of does remind me a lot of Undertale. Something about it. Okay. Just bow the shit out of him. Kill him with kindness, as they would say. He is, after all, just a friendly giant checker. King round. Okay, good. Very nice. Get out of here, buddy. I don't want to smash you anymore. We won. Fantastic. Super easy. Okay. No music here. Skipping the shit. But basically, we can see that Susie and Rouxls are disagreeing about how to deal with things in this game. Enemies. Rouxls, of course, does not want to fight with anybody because he's a nice guy. And Susie loves fighting. Although she's just a lonely monster. And now she joins the other team. She joins Lancer. And now we know there's a team Lancer. With the music starting again. Special. Okay, good. So now they're going to be friends. And they're going to plot against us. Okay. Yes, we will get her back. Don't worry. Okay. Blocky foliage above your head. Power of the forest shines within you. Very nice. So this is a cool theme. And the very beginning here of this track really reminds me of calm water. Or quiet water in Undertale. But this theme here, this is unique to that, to this game, Deltarune. But yeah, this definitely has a quiet water tone to it, I would say. And then here, this is the Forest. And the track is called The Scarlet Forest in the OST. Now, if you've played Super Mario RPG, kind of uses like this string pizzicato thing in the forest, and that's what Toby Fox does here in the Deltarune Forest. Okay, so this particular character, I'm not sure if it's this character, but you can blow on it. There's definitely a character at some point that you can sing to. But I think that's when you have Susie in your party. Because singing, when Rouxls sings, it puts Susie to sleep as well. Just spare him. Good. Everybody spare. Get out of here. Little bunny. Yeah, this is very, to me, this is very reminiscent of Super Mario RPGs. Forest, kind of near the beginning of the game. This music. Okay, you guys. The Lancer Squad. Scissor Boy says it's kind of different from the rest of the OST. Are you talking about the Forest theme? So what's your evil plan? Dude, we just formed our team. We haven't done anything past our intro yet. Okay, I love narrating these games. But that is not what this playthrough is about, unfortunately. Very special characters. Yeah, this track is very different from a lot. It's actually one of the least 8-bit tracks that you'll hear in this game. So Toby does that in Undertale as well. There's certain tracks that have kind of a more acoustic sound to them. So not like this track, but other ones around this game and Undertale. Okay, so let's blow them away. Good. 2 bunnies. Just gonna spare them each. Get out of here, bunnies.
Now, I just want to leave this area. Take me away from here. Is there something up there to the right? There was. Whatever. I'm just going to keep going. I don't need to talk to them.
They are investigating salsa in a hole.
A honeypot of salsa in a hole. Don't know why it's there. It's something Lancer likes to do. Okay, nothing here. Oh wait, let me get that scarf.
Ragger. A vicious scarf weapon.
Ouch. I will need to heal soon. Normally I would be
Looking all around for
every item and every
little secret.
Just gotta solve this. We have these cool flipping puzzles in this particular game.
And they are plotting something right now. Yeah.
Ah, it's a good track. It's a really good track. Especially when it's not interrupted. So this, a lot of the tracks in both Undertale and Deltarune are,
You know, less than a minute long, but they repeat. When you're playing the game, the track will repeat.
this track's a little bit longer. It's like 2.5 minutes. So it's got a little bit more substantial.
Melodic development.
Oh, right. There's a secret here. Let's see. Spade, diamond. Spade, diamond.
Club.
Yep. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. You just heard it there at the very end. And that's where the track repeats back to the beginning.
Yeah. Totally, Scissor Boy. Yeah.
What was it? Spade, diamond. Ah, jeez. Spade, diamond, club, I think.
I love these little
Switcheroo puzzles in this game. Really fun. Another item. Do I need this? Dice brace. Dice brace? Armor. So here's another item that's sort of based on games, board games, made of dice. Okay, who needs this? I think it's Rouxls. Rouxls needs her Ragger. I'm also going to give her Dice Brace.
good. A little bit better defense here. And we'll be fighting at least one boss. And I won't waste my time on this enemy. This boxer dude.
Okay, cool. So we're approaching our first boss here.
But I need to talk to these 3 heads. RK came by. What a hunk. He vandalized the puzzle to stop the Lightners. RK is Rouxls Kaard.
What do they say? The first symbol's a heart. Okay. None of the symbols are the same. And you can still see the colors. So the first one's a heart. The last one is also red, so it must be a diamond. So heart, space, diamond. None of the symbols are clubs. So it must be heart, spade, diamond. Heart, spade, diamond. Simple. Okay, cool. Did I heal recently? I don't know. Let me just use dark candy on Rouxls. Oops, shit. Okay, just use it on Rouxls. There you go. Good. Yummy marshmallows.
Great.
I just want to make sure I'm healed. I will get her to heal me in the midst of this fight, if I need to.
All right.
So these characters, you can defeat them 2 different ways.
You can defeat it by speaking about its interests, which are sports, boys, and trees.
What kind of boys do you like?
They enjoyed talking about that.
So, I really love that about
Both this game and Undertale. It's like you can solve your problems different ways.
sports. I enjoy talking about that. And I think once you just make this enemy happy, it will leave you alone. Talk trees.
Defend.
You brought up the topic of trees. Clover seemed happy.
Now there's a rainbow over his head.
Now, just like Undertale, though, even though you've
Basically pacified this enemy. You could still slay it right now, which would be maybe fun to do in a different playthrough. But we will not do that.
it's even more music. So even though that was a boss, it did not have special boss music. Unlike that funny checker boss that we fought before. Oh, door open. And I ended up here. Take me back to the bike cell. Okay, great. If you go up to the north here, whoops. Need to save it. Get that heal. If you go up to the north here, there is a kind of a blacksmith here that will repair some things for you if you need help. I need some heals, so I'm gonna buy some items from these bake sailors. Very nice.
Yeah,
This track right now,
really reminds me of when you arrive.
in Waterfall, the town in Undertale. That theme right there. Ba-da-ba-dee, ba-da-ba-dee. Right. That is definitely from Undertale, but I don't remember exactly the moment. I think it's sometime in the Waterfall area. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna skip these guys. I don't need to talk to any of them. I don't need to talk to anybody. Ah, shit.
Yeah, Scissor Boy, it's in the waterfall area.
Yeah. So unless you
Kind of are paying attention, you might kind of miss that. And
since there are characters
and musical themes from Undertale,
in this game,
I think the conclusion you can draw is that yes, this game is tied to Undertale. Even though some people think that maybe they're not, or there's a lot of different fan theories about how these games actually
relate. I'm gonna just smash these dudes.
One thing I really love to do is like put like this track on while you're doing like the dishes or something. You'll get super amped and it'll be fun to do the dishes or the laundry or whatever. Good. Nice.
Okay, cool. Got a little caterpillar bro up there. He doesn't really do much. Some little secrets here. If you're walking around in this area, there are some secret pathways.
They're hidden.
Particularly right here. Or maybe it's the next area.
You can see there's a chest down there to the right.
There's some character gives you a clue that
You gotta go where the stars don't shine
in order to find a certain secret, and that's right here on this path. See how the stars are not shining?
There's a certain special thematic item over there, which I will not go get right now, because we won't need it for this particular playthrough.
Needless to say, there is a secret boss in this game.
You have to collect a few secret items to fight that boss.
And that boss has a particularly interesting track, but that is beyond a 2-hour playthrough, unfortunately. So we won't be seeing that today. But of course, if you do want to check that out, again, you can check out any of my playthroughs of this game, or other playthroughs, I'm sure, on YouTube. Woe is me, rows and rows and woes of woes. Hey, don't need any of your shit, Lancer. Skip it. I don't remember if there's a... Yes. Okay. Create a machine to thrash your own ass.
This is a pleasant little creation. Creation music.
So I think that this track is
Unique only to Undertale as well. Or Deltarune. I've never heard it in Undertale. This track is called Thrash Machine. To thrash your own ass.
Okay, so you gotta... Can I just skip it? I don't even know. I can't skip it. Okay. Body. Wheel. Laser. Head. Shoe. Tread. I didn't pick any colors. I don't care. This is your machine. It will appear later again. Looks nasty.
Good. So right, this mischievous music will happen again and again with Susie and Lancer.
I will say that I'm really looking forward to the next chapters of this game, and I'm sure there will be more amazing music in the tone of Undertale and Deltarune Chapter 1. I will say, though, I do think that in Undertale, there is quite a bit more variety. There's quite a few musical Easter eggs that happen many, many times, and
That's definitely a game worth checking out and admiring for that element of the game.
there's even a little Easter egg right here. Not with the bell, but if you... Let me see if I can do this. I did this in my last playthrough. If you go back this way...
Ring the bell again.
He runs away. There are these weird, like, winged creatures in this game. It's another theme in Deltarune. Not a musical theme, but...
Okay. There's this weird star character.
These birds are pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker.
What the heck's a Star Walker? We have no idea.
But this character, if you see him here, if you ring the bell twice,
he will appear later in this chapter as well.
he will appear in the...
Basement, the prison floor of the card castle.
Kind of weird.
I didn't discover that till my second playthrough of this game.
There's also an Easter egg here if you sometimes get it. If you go back right here, you'll sometimes get a secret room where you can collect an egg. Okay, cool. I'm not going to do this. I don't need that secret. Oh, wait, there's a switch. What does this say? There's a tree blocking the way. Might look like you can walk around it, but that's definitely not the case. Yeah, I guess I can't walk around it. Like so many things in life. You're going to run around in a circle here until a certain thing appears up there. You can sort of see it. It's a switch. And then you can keep going. Great. Just gonna walk past these guys. And you gotta just not
Follow them.
Don't follow anybody. Go the opposite direction.
To blaze through this puzzle.
What's up, Saffir Love? Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the trek. Yes, we are
Having a really nice musical playthrough here today.
won't be playing through the entire game, but this is meant to
To sort of feature and highlight some of the great music in this game, and
This episode will, of course, like all my other episodes, be up on YouTube. And in case you guys don't know, you can always check me out on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and I do have a Discord as well, if you feel like checking any of that out. But thanks for being here and watching. Appreciate it. So as we're here in the forest, still getting this music. Dodge the stuff. Yes, the music is awesome, Sapphire Love. It's really special.
And this is only one moment in this game.
Have you played this game before? Just curious.
Have you played Undertale or this game before?
After the maze save point. There's a weird little thing here. You can actually kind of get screwed up. If you walk off the edge of the map, this is sort of like a weird unfinished path that no one seems to know what it is or what it does or why it's here. But you can end up kind of not crashing the game, but soft locking the game by walking off to the left here. And you can kind of walk around this area. It's like some kind of weird glitch. I have not been able to find an answer for why this is here. But you can kind of go weirdly around the save. Strange. Sapphire Love, you really enjoyed Undertale. Yeah, fantastic game. So this game shares some of those musical themes from Undertale,
which we may get to see a little bit here
as we move forward. Isn't that the machine we designed to thrash our asses? Tuna. Looks like a piece of crap. It's not going to thrash anything. So as I said, we're not really doing their dialogue today. Normally I narrate every character with different voices, but we're not doing that today. This isn't really a story playthrough, more of a music playthrough. Though I will be kind of talking a little bit about how it relates to the music. Jeez. Okay. So now I think I have to fight them. Ish. So that Susie will join me again. Susie and Lance are buddies. And they make you fight.
Okay, cool. So notice that this is Lancer's theme music, his mischievous theme. But it's remixed. Sort of like to combine with the battle music and Susie's music.
This track is called Versus Susie, though. Okay, cool. So what we have to do is, just like Undertale, you can either fight or act your way through encounters.
But, again, it doesn't really matter which you do. The ending of this game will be the same either way.
So Sapphire Love, you said you played Undertale. Yes, the music is quite a bit different in this game, although they're both very good. But I highly recommend playing this game. It's really special, and it does relate to Undertale in certain ways, if you enjoyed Undertale. It's also free.
You can download it,
I think on like every console and PC for free.
the first chapter of this game.
Okay.
Acts.
Okay, so here I think you can sing. Right, so here Rouxls can sing.
There's another little musical thing.
Right. And if you remember from earlier in this episode, we were in the abandoned town, and that's the music that was in that town.
Where you found Rouxls.
Yeah, Sapphire, the fighting is a little bit different in this game, but the main difference between this game and Undertale is
that you don't actually ever get to kill anything. Whether you attack or act your way through
all of your fights.
You'll never kill any enemies. And the ending of this game will pretty much be the same, no matter what you do. Whereas in Undertale, if you could do like a complete, genocide run, or you can do a complete pacifist run, where you get completely different endings. Not so in Deltarune.
Yeah, Scissor Boy, I think that was the legend thing. So now Susie's asleep, and we can
I'll just act my way through this fight.
Yeah, Rouxls is very cute. And in case you don't know,
that character Rouxls has a unique role to play, and if you liked the characters in Undertale, you should definitely check this game out. I highly recommend. You'll be pleasantly greeted with some of the character developments in this game as it relates to Undertale.
Let's keep acting. I'm not sure. If we don't stop fighting, then someone might get hurt.
Lancer became more convinced it's working. Okay, good.
Axe.
But yeah, there are a lot of similarities, but it's almost like, I mean, you know, this game came out 3 years after Undertale, so Toby Fox developed some of the battle system and other elements of the first game into something new.
Okay, Susie, sing again. Oh yeah, same melody, but the next phrase in the melody that she sings. Very cool.
That he sings, sorry.
I don't know why, I always think
Rouxls is a girl, but Rouxls actually a prince.
Okay. They're having an evil laugh contest. So let's
keep doing this.
You two, if we stop fighting, then I could braid your hair. Okay. Lancer became almost fully convinced. Wow.
Oh, look amazing.
Oh shit. Not good.
Okay, act one more time. Yes, Saffron, Susie's a girl. Your character, Chris,
is kind of ambiguous gender. And then Rouxls is meant to be a boy. And then Lancer is, who knows? I don't really know. But your character, Chris, just like in Undertale, your character kind of like has an ambiguous gender. It's not really defined in the game. Lancer's just Lancer. Classic Lancer.
What I think is that, you know, in this game so far,
you know, you don't have Papyrus and Sans kind of as these comic relief characters. So that's kind of the role that Lancer plays.
Okay, act one more time. You told Rouxls to deal the final blow of kindness. In summary, I like you two, and I think we should all just get along.
Oh.
What's wrong, dude?
I accidentally started liking the enemies. Now seeing them just makes me feel round and soft. Bad atmosphere of battle, though.
Well, if you don't want to fight, there's no point, I guess. Battle's over. We won. Everyone is happy. Well, you didn't beat us because you kind of cheated by ganging up on Lancer with kindness. But if I have to, I guess I'll go back to your side. But don't expect me to do anything but fight.
Susie only wants to fight.
Well, we're happy to have you back, Susie. Yeah, let's just hurry up and go home.
Susie, does this mean we aren't a team anymore?
Huh? Of course we're still a team.
So this is the first friend that Susie has ever made in her life.
It is not in the real world,
but as part of the shit squad.
Okay, good.
The shit squad?
I'm gonna skip this. Lancer joined the party. Okay, great.
Okay, great. Now, can't go through this lonesome door. I'm just curious, have either of you, Scissor Boy or Saffron, have you played Undertale? You may recognize this music right here from that game. It's very similar to this game.
Near the beginning of
EARTHBOUND. kind of wander out into the darkness, and the music is a lot like this. Yeah, it's quite a lot like, yeah. Very interesting. Now, Earthbound heavily influenced Toby Fox in his creation of Undertale. It's kind of why both of these games are isometric adventures. Yeah, that's right, Scissor Boy. It's like the night theme in 1-net. Yeah, that's right. When you're kind of going up towards the meteorite that's struck the Earth. Very, very cool. So I think this is his homage to that game. Man, I'm still hungry. It's like nothing I eat here matters. Should have stolen more money for the bake sale, I guess. I was thinking of baking later. That's the catch. You have to stop making fun of me, for one. Pass. These two. Duo of mischief makers. Okay, Candy Tree, I don't need to do this. We're just going to skip this. Lancer turns into a stool. Sort of. And then Susie gives him his first piece of candy that he's ever had, because his dad is kind of a jerk and won't really be nice to him. Okay, cool. Great. There's a bunch of mischief ensuing. Through here, a lot of this game is Susie and Lancer becoming best friends.
Keep going.
Yes, yes, very nice. So you start to kind of see Lancer is not very happy when he talks about his dad. And Lancer doesn't have that many. Yeah, Scissor Boy. Kind of weird, right? It's weird how it relates there. I remember when I first heard that, I was like, oh my god, Earthbound. Okay. So here we can sort of see the Castle of Cards, which we are about to arrive at in the distance. And a second geyser of energy has erupted, like inside of that castle. And we're trying to figure out why that's happened and how we can perhaps close it up again. Except they call it a fountain. Okay. So Lancer doesn't want you guys to fight his dad, and you're kind of heading towards a fight with his dad. And he kind of decides that he's going to do something to prevent you
From fighting his father.
because even though his father's kind of a jerk, he still loves his father.
And doesn't want you to hurt his father. So here we have the chase music again. Yeah, you're right, Scissor Boy. Yeah, Chris's house is very similar looking to Ness's house in Earthbound. Yeah, totally.
So we have... So what's cool about it is like this music is so much like
Undyne's music in
Undertale when Undyne is chasing you.
It's also a dodge sequence, just like in that game.
Cool. Okay, great. So basically, Lancer has led you here, trying to make sure that you are captured outside the Castle of Cards.
You poor Lightners. We were told to keep you in prison for eternity. Too bad. Would have loved to see you guys punished.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so we are in prison now. And we don't know where Susie is. But she is nearby. After I look around. Take the shackles. There's a crack in the wall. You don't have to. You can eat this moss, but you don't have to. Can't get through. Talk to her again, or him again. And I'm glad I was able to meet. Hey, idiots, can you shut up? I'm trying to concentrate.
So Susie can hear us talking.
And she has to solve a puzzle on her own, even though she hates puzzles. She only likes to solve problems with violence. Okay, good. I'm gonna skip all this. I gotta solve the puzzle for Susie. So it's the same thing as before. Spade, diamond, swap, spade. Good. We did it! Great. First try. Now you can't actually control Susie here, but you can kind of guide her using your mind. Okay, good. She'll take care of business for us, though. I'm sure. Here's another dank, foreboding theme. Not exactly sure what this is called. It's called Basement. Probably. Yeah. Okay, cool. Go left. Nothing here. Then she hears Lancer laughing. Runs back to find him. Now she has to solve the puzzle by herself. Which is extremely easy. Amazing. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Okay, great. Now she kind of uncovers why Lancer has done this. And she feels betrayed. He's like, I'm the one who put you down here. You wanted to get rid of us? I thought we were a team.
I can explain, Susie.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine, actually. You don't have to say anything. I get it. I get it, you know. Why would anyone really want to be my friend anyway? So, you don't want to piss off Susie. And to me, like, moments like this just have so much more power because of that music, which we have not heard before. This particular track. Not sure what it's called. Might be Thrash Machine or something like that. Shut up!
So now she's like super pissed. It's kind of got that like psycho repeated note driving you crazy while you listen to it.
This is where you say it's eerie how it's the same note over and over. Yeah, exactly. Have you ever seen that old movie Psycho? By Alfred Hitchcock? It's got a similar kind of...
It's like a psycho that murders somebody in that movie, and
it's kind of a similar
musical technique. Yeah, it uses a similar technique. Right. So the shriek thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. This game has an amazing story. It's pretty cool plot development, character development. I'm kind of skipping that, but basically, she's pissed at him for betraying them. And now you can't really do anything. You can't control her.
This is just a fight that plays out.
But this is another new track.
I'll let you enjoy for a second.
Susie kind of has like this,
Heavy metal vibe. And so I think it's cool that a lot of her music is often like in that theme, kind of like electric guitar, heavy drums, and often just kind of threatening. It's very cool. The Lancer's kind of not very happy because he made Susie mad, so he's not trying very hard to hit her.
get out of my way or I'll kill you.
Alright, cool.
Get it? I'll kill you.
Now you actually can't be hit anymore. He intentionally misses you.
You missed, idiot.
Cool.
Wait, why aren't you fighting back?
Ah! Like you can't even get hit, even if you try. Cool. Yeah. Awesome music.
And die!
Miss.
So it's important to note that while music does evoke certain emotion in these moments in this game, silence evokes that too. So you can see how right there it just cuts off, right? Because, oh wait, Susie's actually not that bad of a character. She's not actually going to kill Lancer or anything.
She's a nice girl. Even though she acts like a badass heavy metal princess or something all the time. She never really harms anyone that much. Just threatens everybody. She is kind of scary though.
Okay, good. So now they kind of become friends again and good. Everything's good. Great. Fantastic. But she wonders, how am I going to fight his dad without hurting his dad? Cool. So I actually might be able to go all the way to the town. Man, you can really speed through this chapter if you want to.
Here we are in this dank dungeon again.
What I wanted to point out for just a moment is that there is that
Funny Easter egg with this star guy.
he only appears if you found him earlier. This jail is pissing me off. I'm the original Starwalker. Why is he here? Everything pisses him off.
Got some prisoners here. I don't need to talk to them.
Save. Okay, cool. So I probably will not be... I could either do two things right now. I can either go all the way to the ending of this game,
Where you're walking around in town.
or I can try to fight Jevil, because he has his own unique music. What I think I will do is
Play all the way to the end of the chapter, and I will leave that Easter egg for people to discover on their own.
But just know that there is a special track that is only unique to the secret boss fight
In this game. But you don't really have to go,
do that fight at all. It's not really important in any way.
at least not at this point.
With only one chapter in the game. Now, when there are multiple chapters, and this game is more complete, it probably will be important that you either release that secret boss or not. But I don't really know at this point. We don't know. No one knows. Susie joined the party for real, with a nice little comforting tone there. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So now we are in the Card Castle.
We have new music here. We'll hear again in a second.
Can I sing to these guys?
You can't. You can only compliment and attack. I'm just gonna smash the hell out of them. So yeah, it'll be very cool to see where this game goes next. Not only the sense of storytelling, but just the music will probably develop even further. Let me just equip some things here. Ah, shit, I didn't buy some important things. Well, the shackle to Susie. Basically, my character has no armor right now, which is fine. I don't care. Nothing in here. There are some clues in this castle that you have to take note of if you are trying to get to Jebel, though, the secret boss. But if we go over here, it's a particular character unique to this game, with a very unique theme.
So, the worms have decided to crawl out and play. Who's there? Thou'st fools. I'm Rouxls Kaard, our greatest adversary. Thou may have clutched past all of thou's otherest conundrums, but those were created by utter weaklings. Now prepare thyself for the strongest puzzle of thou's life. Toil, worms.
So this is a good example of, this is only like a 10-second track, but it just repeats over and over again. It kind of gives you like that Chrono Trigger boss kind of music.
And then when you solve it, you get that flaggy theme. God damn it. He can't really
Create a puzzle to save his life.
But we're just going up the castle. You can really just blaze through this if you want to. There are things to sort of... Ah, jeez.
See and do in this castle, but don't really need to. We're just having a bash fest here. Pretty easy fights.
But I do kind of want to make it back
to the hometown. Because after this whole adventure that you go on.
Okay. Dodge this. Oh, that was not good.
Smash. Get out of here.
Effing guy. Okay. Don't need to go there. Just gonna keep going up the castle. But yeah.
This is a unique track. It's only in this castle in this game.
Although that melody...
If you remember, that's Lancer's theme.
That's Lancer's theme.
But he slowed it down and turned it into
a different kind of
tone, right?
We hear Rouxls Kaard again. Thou guys really think that was all I had? Wrong. It's time for you to feel my real power. Behold, my ultimate puzzle. Have at you.
It's impossible not.
Face the true strongest puzzle, worms. This time, the difficulty art magnitudes grander. See thou in 100 years, thou feeble insects. Oh, such despair, oh, such sweet despair. Squirmest upon the earth like a moist noodle. Gullible worms. That wasn't just really my ultimate puzzle. I have a waste better one right here. Can we see it? No. Yeah, you don't have shit, bro. Okay.
Let's keep going up.
And we're almost there. We got a revivement. Good. Need that. Cool. And we're here. I just know there's more to this castle you can explore if you have not done it.
But so Rouxls Kaard invites you into his shopping mall Man, music here is so good.
Okay, cool.
Lit.
So I actually do need to... You can talk to him. He's got some good stuff to say.
But I'm just going to be buying a few things from him. Some armor, weapons, and some heals.
Just because I don't really have hardly any heals. And I will be fighting final bosses very soon. So let me just equip this stuff. The white ribbon there. Amber card here. Good. Now, Chris, everyone has better items now and have heals, so we can continue on. Good. It's amazing. I didn't realize you could go so fast through this game, but
We did it.
I usually get so sidetracked.
Just looking for Easter eggs and
Looking for character developments and stuff. But this has been fun.
so Mr. Rouxls Kaard says you cheated and wants you to fight this guy again.
But similar music appears again. But this time we have to throw Rousey
At him to knock his crown off.
instead of getting him to bow like last time.
Boom.
Still pretty easy to dodge. But yeah, this music is unique only to this boss fight. This particular boss.
Cool. Look at those legs. Metatonish.
Amazing. Sick. Okay. Just got to do it 3 times. Knock the crown off. And then all is well. Great. Okay. Why, brilliant. Just brilliant.
Okay.
I don't need your shit. Rouxls Kaard. Rouxls Kaard has a weird look to him, and he kind of looks like the character Gaster from Undertale. And I don't know if they're kind of related. Okay, cool. Save. Here we're in the throne room, but we don't really need to stop here. We can just stroll up to the top of the castle, where we find Lancer again. This time the music is just an eerie, windy kind of music, but we will see it change very soon, as his father is introduced, who's kind of a despicable character. Lancer, my son, have you dispatched the Lightners as I commanded? No, but I did even better. It turns out we don't actually have to fight them. They said they could just talk to you and... They're alive? Yeah, I think you'll like them a lot. There's Susie, she's very purple and strong, and... Where are they now? Hey. It's nice to meet you. Lancer. Lancer, my son. Yes, father? He's kind of like shrouded in darkness. You can't really see Lancer's father's face. Do you remember what I told you? Don't get attached. You failed. They have poisoned you with their sentimentality. Free yourself, Lancer. They care not for you. Their only goal is to destroy our glorious fountain. They are scum. No, they aren't. What did you say? Let him go.
So yeah, that's what's so sick right there. Just like, boom, intensity increased through music.
What's cool about that is like,
Kind of gives me goosebumps when I hear moments like that, especially like these Toby Fox games, because
he just like captures.
drama really, really well with timing of music as well as the composition itself.
You want me to let him go? And how about this? I'll drop him off the edge and let him splatter. Unless you all kneel and learn your place. What will it be, Lightners?
Okay.
Now watch, Lancer. See what happens when you befriend Lightners.
As Lancer betrays him.
You come back, you traitor! Alright, enough already. Who the hell do you think you are? To my people, I'm a hero. To you? I'm the bad guy.
Sick. He even has the same laugh as Lancer, but it's way deeper.
Okay, so this track is definitely unique to this fight. This is the final boss of this game so far. Interesting. Okay, cool. You can act this guy to death, and it is actually useful to do that because, well, if Susie talks to him,
Alright, listen up. Lancer's my friend, so if we can get by without hurting you, then... If I perish, so be it. Show my son the monster you really are. Alright. You want to see what I can do, huh?
Susie's will is changing. Talk became Red Buster. The Red Buster is Susie's strongest attack. Very nice.
How dare you come here, Lightners.
So he has pretty easy attacks to dodge. Not a very hard boss fight. And you can kind of talk him to death, or you can... And both Susie and Rouxls have a unique talk option with him. Rouxls tries to convince him not to fight, and she gets a dual heal for doing that. Or he gets a dual heal. Shit. Literally keep calling Rouxls she. Whatever.
So here, I think this is an interesting clue about the theme of this game. He says,
You that left us in the shadows, stripped of meaning.
now he's gonna... I wonder if that's kind of talking about
how you've sort of left these toys and other cards and other knickknacks in a closet, and that's why he's kind of pissed. He's sort of united all these closet denizen knickknacks behind him.
Okay, so now we just have Susie
literally just bash the crap out of him when she gets Red Buster. Or you can just have her do her own Rude Buster, which we will check out in a second. And then block Rude Buster on the king. And... oh, cool.
So Rude Buster is not
Quite as strong as her other special attack that we'll show in a second. Cool. Yeah, great music, man. It's great.
just gets you so amped.
Just so amped.
The reason why I'm doing
Defends with some of my other characters is just to raise my TP level so that I can really bash him with Susie. Cool. So she gets Red Buster, which is super powerful.
and looks like this.
Boom!
Sick. Looks so good.
So he's kind of talking about the thematic, some of the story elements that have not developed beyond this chapter yet.
Defend. I have a Rude Buster and defend again.
Good. The knight that pulls fountains from the earth.
So we don't really know what
He's talking about yet. I don't know who the knight is yet, but we'll find out probably in the next chapter of this game. Whenever that comes about.
defend, fight.
Right. if you played Undertale, you might notice that this fight is really not that hard.
If you played a genocide run of Undertale,
You will have found some extremely difficult fights that are way harder than this in that game.
also the secret boss in this game.
Has another very challenging fight.
But yeah, this final boss, pretty easy. Not too difficult at all.
Just like his son.
Okay. Act again. Taking him out slowly. So what you can do is kind of put him to sleep instead of defeating him this way. I'm kind of melee defeating him, so it's a little bit more fun.
But you can defeat him in a pacifist manner as well.
Okay, Red Buster. Defend. But you see, I have not been hit one time yet.
Pretty chill fight.
Cool. Good. Red Buster again. Great.
But yeah, there's Lancer's theme again.
Right there.
It's just been transformed slightly. Again, that is a technique called leitmotif, which is used in many different ways, in many different musical settings, in film, in opera, in musicals, and in video games, certainly. Works particularly well in video games because there are always more and more iterations of a game, so it's kind of useful to have a theme, or many themes that coincide with different characters, different locations. It kind of brings you back, the player, with music, brings you to different times of when you've been to those places or interacted with those characters in certain ways sometimes.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Act. Fight. King. Might want to do a group heal, but probably don't need to. Ouch. Might need to. But don't pay attention. Ow.
Blood is weakly. It's because he's almost dead.
Okay, let's again do the Red Buster. I will have Rouxls. I'll have her use an item.
On Susie.
Right. So he's going to give up soon. But again, you don't kill him.
Unlike Undertale, you only defeat him. He's about to die, though.
Let's have him attack. Good. And that's that fight. Pretty chill. Lit. Sick. I see. You're much stronger than I envisioned. And you notice how his wings his cape flies away with wings. And it's almost like something's possessing him. And there's some other characters in this world that seem to be possessed by wings. The Deltarune wings. Weird. Okay, I'm not going to do this. Basically, you defeat him. Perhaps you young ones are right. Please, let us put away our weapons. There must be a peaceful solution to all of this. Okay, so then he tricks you like a punk into getting the heal from Rouxls. He's like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh, I can't make it. Can you heal me, please? And then she heals him. He heals him. God. Trickster. Just like Lancer. He's a little trickster. He's a big fat trickster, I should say.
Okay. And his music, his intense, nasty music starts again. Cool.
And then we are... Doesn't want to let you go, but then they trick him into being put to sleep because now he's so exhausted that Rouxls can use his pacify spell on him, which is what they were doing. They were distracting him for a moment. You stupid, stupid Lightner. You honestly think you have any way to convince me not to kill you? Just, wait a second.
Wait for what?
Huh? Why am I suddenly so sleepy? Why, you sweet little pumpkin. Hey, Chris, you all right? So notice now you can also see Susie's eyes, where you couldn't see them before. Okay, good. Everything is come a long way. Susie's come a long way. She's now your friend. She's friends with everybody. Good. Lancer, he's like, I'm going to stop everybody from getting in here and stopping you from escaping. And everybody gets away, and all is well. Although, we will see a special character reveal here in a moment. I can't believe how fast I did this. Literally, I've been playing for 2 hours. I didn't know you could play this so fast. Just burned through this. Never done it before. Susie, Chris, if we must say goodbye, then I just wanted to say I really enjoyed meeting you too, and hey, can you stop mumbling into your hat for a sec? Can barely hear you, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. And Susie seems to recognize Rouxls as a character she knows. Which, of course, if you've played Undertale, you might know who this character is. Or who it seems to be. It seems to be a certain character from Undertale. I won't spoil who that is, in case you don't know. I have sort of said it before in my other playthroughs, but if you're just watching this episode for the music, which is totally worth it, for music like this, then I won't reveal that. Very cool. So here we are at the fountain that will take us back to our home. And I think that this track is called The Holy. The Holy. The Holy Fountain. Okay, cool. This is the fountain. Oh, it turned red. Wow. I've never seen that before. Didn't know it turned colors here. Then they kind of reminisce about their adventure. And we can go. We can leave this world. So there's that friendship theme again, right there. Ba-da-dum. We'll kind of hear that again in a moment. When we arrive back in the town. Huh? The unused classroom? How'd we get here? Hey, Chris, what just happened? Like, that wasn't a dream or anything, was it? Anyway, as I was saying, let's just tell Alphys we couldn't find any chalk. You ate the chalk. We had it. Could have just gone back in, but no. We had to go to an alternate dimension. Okay, so this is an interesting room because it kind of, like what I was saying before. It's sort of difficult to tell, but these characters, like this cat, Shaum, it's a worn-down stuffed animal with one eye patch, just like Shaum the cat that sells you things. And there's like this chessboard. There's like these red Legos, cards everywhere. Playing cards spill out of a deck in the closet, like a, kind of looks like there was a card castle here, and you stepped on it, right? So we don't really know what that whole adventure land was. Okay, good. We're just gonna check out a few more of the musical moments here before we end this Trekisode. It was amazing. Can't believe I could go through so much of the music. That really makes me happy. That's all this episode's about. Let's go back there tomorrow, all right? Okay, so she's the first character who starts talking about tomorrow. And let's do stuff tomorrow. We'll see that happen again in a second. I forgot to call the cell phone when I was in the other world, but... Ring, ring. Chris! Whatever have you been doing? I sat in the car waiting for you after school for half an hour. So, Toriel is sort of your mother, or at least your caregiver, still, in this game. We're going to keep going. But what's nice is the nice bird song here. It's sort of dusk in the town, end of the day, and it's time to go home. See the slant of the light coming through the windows here. Peaceful. And when we go outside, there's a very special tune.
So this is a track called A Town Called Hometown.
Very special. So what I really love about this music is it kind of like, it seems to me to capture kind of like a kind of nostalgic feel. And what's so great is that you arrive back in this town and you're seeing all these characters
And all these little clues to Undertale. Like this little Undine Matt here. And you see Undine here. She's a police officer. And there's a whole bunch of other
special encounters here that I won't spoil for you, but it is very cool to notice them. This turtle is from the first game. He sells you things. At least I'm assuming it's the same turtle. But here he's like a preacher
of the Deltarune religion or whatever.
Now, if you go down here, I just want to point out one other thing. Got this sort of bird music again, bird song. Go down here. Come over here. There's this weird, strange track. It sounds like an engine or something. You can't go in this door yet. And notice that the pitch sort of changes. As it speeds up and slows down.
When it goes really low. Lower and lower and lower. But we have no idea what this is.
It looks like an overgrown bunker or something. But nobody knows yet what this is. Scissorboy, you say, apparently if you speed it up to 666, it becomes Gaster's theme from Undertale. You talk about this music right here? This. If you speed it up. Oh, weird. Wow. That's a fascinating Easter egg. No, I did not know that. I don't even know what Gaster's theme is. Which theme is Gaster's from Undertale? Because Gaster is like kind of weird. He's sort of like in the game, but sort of not. Oh, it's hidden in the game files for Undertale. It's not in the original soundtrack. Oh, man. So weird. Right. So like, yeah, super mysterious. Scissorboy. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's like it's weird. There are fan theories about what this whole town is, and some people think that it's like, it takes place before Undertale. Some people think it takes place after Undertale. There are certain characters that seem to have lost their memory. Although some characters are exactly the same, as if you had played through a pacifist run of Undertale.
And you know how the game ends there. Kind of end up traveling to the human world and starting a town.
For instance, Ascor and Toriel,
though they know each other in this town, you can kind of talk to them both. They seem to be divorced, like they are in Undertale.
So they already knew each other, and they've kind of gone through some kind of relationship that has
not worked out in this world.
But we don't really know how that all came about, how these worlds connect, totally.
But there's a library, just like in Snowdin in Undertale. And there's lots of characters that
Are in both games, such as...
your boy, Sansi.
What's up, Sans? Hey, look who's walking around. How are you, kid?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, it's real nice, isn't it? Especially considering I've never met you before. So he says we've never met, but
He's winking. So what the heck does that mean? We don't know.
the name's Sans. Sans the skeleton. I'm new in town. What's up?
Store.
Behind me? Yeah, that's the grocery store. Fortunately, it's closed. What a pain. I really wanted to buy some milk. Someone ought to complain to the guy who runs it.
And it's kind of funny because if you ask him about your mom,
Like, it seems to me that it's
suggested in Undertale that Sans and Toriel kind of get along
in a weird way, like with their jokes.
and like they're going to end up together or something. And you kind of even see Asgore crying about that at the end of that game when they're kind of telling jokes to each other.
And if you ask him here about your mom, you should meet my mom. Your mother, huh? Too late. I already befriended your mom last night, winky face. She's great. Came to the store to buy chocolate kisses. Said she's got a locker door to stop you from eating them. You sound like a fun kid, huh? Okay, cool. So he says a bunch of cool stuff.
He even gives you his phone number.
Hey, bud, you busy tomorrow? I need some help with something. Be great if you could come over. I live just next door, you know?
I'm going to say yes.
Wow, you were deliberating for a while. Gee, what's wrong? Don't want to hang out with a stranger? Well, guess I shouldn't complain. Huh? What are we gonna do? Oh, I'm not gonna be there. That'd be weird. It's just gonna be you and my little brother. He needs friends. Thanks for hanging out with him. See ya.
So there's another character suggesting that something will happen.
Tomorrow.
You can go talk to Alphys over here. You can go talk to all these characters from Undertale, and it's super special.
Super
Nostalgic, and really just
I personally thought that this
was the best part of this game, is when you arrive back here, and you just get to hang out with Undertale characters again.
But you can go see Asgore in here. He's got some stuff for you. But as far as musical moments, there's only maybe one more moment here.
When you come back home.
Welcome home, honey. And you talk to Toriel, who's upset that you didn't come home earlier. But you'll definitely recognize this music. Not only from the main theme of Undertale.
Right, the menu music. It's also very similar to the music in Toriel's home
from Undertale. Little home on the prairie.
Really beautiful.
It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie, still cooling. So what's so great about this is just...
Man, it really brings you back, right? I don't know. Whenever I hear this, I'm like... It just takes me back to the entire adventure of Undertale and Deltarune. It's very cool.
You can do some stuff in the bathroom here, but we're just going to go upstairs. We're going to go to our bedroom. And we're going to be ending this chapter. So let's get in bed. But yeah, love the music. It's kind of reorchestrated, changed up a little bit.
But yeah, there's that leitmotif again, right?
You kind of hear all of that here. Very special. So I won't explore all the dialogue here, but let's just get in bed. Let's go. I gotta go to bed early because Mom says so. And then there's a cool cutscene here. And a very cool end credit track, which again is kind of the friendship theme, but we'll see that after this cutscene right here. I love this weird moment. Your character seems to be like possessed or something. It's really fascinating. Yeah, Scissor Boy, you said you freaked out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody freaked out
When I saw this. It's like, what is... It's like his soul, right? Throws it in a cage. With a sinister grin and a red eye. So hear this.
And that's really cool too. Deltarune.
That's sick. That's so cool. Anyway, listen to this track.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
To be continued in Chapter 2. Sick. And I believe the game quits, right? I think that's what happens right here. Very cool. So yeah, that is all of Undertale, or sorry, Deltarune. And but the song you just heard is this song. Which is called Friendship. Except he added some lyrics to it.
For one verse or two verses.
Beautiful. So wonderful. So I think that this theme, since it's repeated so much in this game, it kind of makes me feel like, you know,
the theme of this game is actually just friendship or something.
Because,
you know, it's kind of all about Susie's character development and
you making new friends, and especially there at the end where you kind of revisit a bunch of the friends you made in Undertale. Because they're all there to say hi to you again. Even Sans is there. So special. And it's just a really special feeling
to make friends and
share experiences together. From near or far. So with that, we're going to be ending this episode. It's been a lot of fun, and
really had an amazing time today blasting through this chapter of Deltarune.
The full episode will be up on YouTube if you feel like checking it out again, or any of my other playthroughs. I also have an Undertale showcase, kind of like this, where we kind of talk about the music and stuff.
Although I only go through about
a third of the game.
It's quite a bit of longer game.
But if you feel like checking that out, I'm on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, as well as Discord. So very nice to get to know you today. And hopefully I'll see you again in the future. I'm going to be
moving on to a new game now. This will be the final episode of Deltarune.
So hopefully see you again soon. This is Dulcet Ranger signing off. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.